Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to learn how to make a CRUD operation in Laravel 11 version. Okay, so guys, I have just created a fresh Laravel application and also served the application here, which is running on the localhost 8000 as you see. Okay, so now guys, let's begin with creating the CRUD operation with an example of category. Okay, so now guys, let's get back and open a new terminal and let's create the model migration and the controller. Okay, so just hit the command like php artisan make colon model and the model name. So we are going to create a category CRUD operation, and with this model guys I want to create the migration also, so just use hyphen m. So m stands for migration and c stand for the controller, and if you add r, so it will understand as a resource controller. Okay, so let's hit enter to create it. So here you see we have got the model migration and the controller files. So now let us go to the migration file first. Let me close this, go to database migration, and here is our categories table. And now guys, let's add the fields dollar table of string function, and inside the string function we'll mention the name. So name will stand for the category name and then the category description. And guys, let us keep on status to show or not the category, so which is going to be the boolean and default 0, or you can make it to 1, like always be visible. If you want to add a comment, just add a comment in single quotes 1 equal to visible, visible, 0 equal to hidden. Okay, so now guys, let's migrate this into our database. So before migrating it, please check your database connectivity in your .env file. So here is my database connection guys, which is MySQL, and here is my Laravel 11 database name. So let me just show you. So here is my Laravel 11 database. So let's get back, and yep, so let's close this .env file, and now let's migrate this with the help of our artisan command. Let me clear and let's type php artisan migrate. Hit enter. So your migration is successful, and now you will be able to see the table. So let me just refresh the structure. Perfect. So here you see categories table has come. Let us open that, and now guys, let's get back and copy this categories table name. Go to your model app models and your category.php. Just use protected dollar table equal to inside single quotes, paste that categories, and then guys add the fillables also. So protected dollar fillable equal to inside array, mention all the fields you have created in your migration file like name, description, and status. So yep, name, description, and status. So now guys, we have set up the migration and model, and now let's begin with working with the controller. So let's go to app http controller where category controller. So here you find all the functions which is required for the CRUD operation. Okay, so how did this come? Because we have added the resource controller. Okay, so yep, now you can just go on the index function, and here let's return view function, and inside the category folder dot index blade file. Okay, so same thing guys, you have to just in the create function, like in the category folder, create blade file, and then same with the edit function. So let's move in the edit function. Here you paste and add as edit, and for the show also you can just make it to show. Okay, so now guys, let's create this 4 blade files in the category folder. So let's move inside the resources views and go inside the views, create a new folder with the name category and create all the 4 blade files. For example, index.blade.php. Now let's create with the create blade.php. Let me copy and paste, rename it edit blade.php and show blade.php. Okay, that's it. So we have the 4 blade files now. And now guys, to access these pages, you have to create a route. So let's move to the routes, web.php. Inside this web.php, let's create a route. So add the route a resource function. Okay, so here I will add category and give the controller name. So you can just copy this controller name like category controller, go back to your web dot class and just import this class guys, import class, done. So now guys, let's go back to our front end and give the URL like category. So here you see you're accessing the blank page because you have not updated in the index blade file. So let's go to the index blade file and tell here hello. Now if you refresh, here you get the hello. Okay, yep. So now guys, let us include the layout. So if you want, you can include the basic layout which Laravel provides here for the guest plate.php, or else you can create your own layout and utilize it. Okay, so for example, I'll be creating a frontend.blade.php layout, and you can include the same appblade.php head files. So let me just copy this, paste here, and include the body. Okay, and end the body guys here. Let's move below. So here we copy and paste. Let me remove this class, and we do not require all these things. So you can just skip this part, and instead of using the Tailwind default CSS, we'll be using Bootstrap CSS. Okay, so guys, for that, just go to getbootstrap.com and go to docs, and here you have the CDN links guys. Okay, so just copy this CSS CDN link and paste here. So if you don't want this integrity and cross origin, you can just remove that and save it. So now you can copy the script part. So let me just copy it and here we paste. Okay, so same with the script integrity and cross origin. Let's remove that and done. So now guys, let us just yield the area. So here I'll be pasting the content and just give margin top and bottom 5 so it has some spaces, and just move the content inside. So now guys, you can get back to your index blade and let's extend. Okay, I mean layout dot frontend, so which goes here layout dot frontend dot blade dot php. Okay, so we have extended, and now let's extend the section, I mean add the section of content here and then end the section. So this is the exact spelling guys I'm using content here, and now you can start with the your requirement like container row column md12 with the card design where card header and show like categories list, and here inside a tag add category where you will design this button using button hyphen primary and create a route here, URL where you can mention category / create. Okay, now you can see the output, guys. First, let's refresh. So here we are. Okay, I want to just push this button at the last, so you can just add a CSS bootstrap class that is float and refresh. Here it goes. And now, guys, let us create one simple structure view, I mean table view, card hyphen body. Oops, here is a typo. Let's remove that and let me close this terminal. So now, guys, just create a table, table head, table row, table heading, ID, then name. If you want to show the description, you can show it or else ignore that. And here comes status. And finally, a action button. And coming to the table body, T body, table row, table data. Okay, so same thing, you have to just paste it. And now let me just design this table. Use a class table hyphen striped table bordered. Okay, so now let's see the output. Refresh. Okay, perfect. So we have got the design, guys, and now let's begin with creating the form. So here, if you click on that add category, it goes to the route category / create, which redirects you to the create blade file. Okay, with the help of this create method. So let's go to this create blade file and extend our layout. So as we have extended in our index blade file, so same thing, we are just going to completely copy this and paste in our create blade file. And now, guys, one thing we are going to modify, that is removing this table, and instead of this table we'll add a form. So use a form method post and just begin with margin bottom 3. Use a label and name, then input dot form hyphen control and use a name attribute name, copy and paste. For the description, so for the description we'll be using text area. So here mention description in the name, and ID not required, call span not required. You can just remove them, and rows equal to 3. Add a class form hyphen control and margin bottom 3. Label for the status. Okay, so here the status input will be checkbox and name equal to status, like checked equal to visible, unchecked equal to hidden. Okay, so we want to make it visible always, so just add checked here. And then, guys, add a simple button open, like save. Add a class button primary, and this button type equal to submit. So, guys, let us see the output for this. Refresh. Perfect. Name, description, and the checkbox here. Let me just break this down, and yep, let's break this down and increase the checkbox style. So width 30 px, height colon 30 px. Okay, so now refresh. Perfect. So it looks great. And now, guys, once you click this, it should save the record. So let's work on that. So once you click on the submit button, it goes to the form action, where to the URL category. Okay, so it goes to the same route. So here you just need to copy this category and paste here. So if you want to understand how this is going, please just do the route list. php artisan route colon list, hit enter, and just check for your category controller. So this is my category routing, guys. So where you see a post method is sent, that category dot store. Okay, so you can just copy this, or else you can use the same, use the same URL anyhow. So if you are using a route, just make sure you are adding category dot store and it will work the same. Okay, let's add the CSRF token, and now you can go back to your category controller add store method. So in this store method, we have to store the data. So first, guys, you can do the validation. So if you want, you can do the normal validation, or else you can do form request validation. Okay, so here in this video I'll just teach you with normal validation. A request of validate function, and use the array and mention all the fields like name, which is going to be required, then pipe symbol, it is string, and max colon 255. So same with the description. Okay, and then finally the status. Here you can mention like nullable status, and then, guys, use the category model colon colon create method, and use dollar request of all function. So I am using this request of all because I have given the same name in the blade files. Okay, same name in the blade files, like as you see here, name, description and status are the same field names as shown in this category fillables. Okay, model of this. So make sure you are given like that, or else you have to give in this way, something like this, like name, the field name, and then request of your form field. Okay, so you have to follow in this way. So let me just add a and description and then status. So status of status double equal to true, then store 1 else 0. Okay, so now, guys, once created, you can return redirect back with the message like status created successfully. Category created successfully. So where you want to redirect back, if you want, you can just go on the category listing page. So let's see, refresh. Okay, so first we are just going to click like this and see what happens. Okay, it did not happen anything, and it did not list any errors, like we have to fill the fields. So for that, just get back to your createblade.php, at error, mention the name, mention the dollar message. Okay, that's it. So copy and paste with the description also, and same goes with your status. So now refresh, let's click to save. So here you see the name field is required. So if you want to change the UI, guys, you can just add in a span tag. It's very simple. Let me control D and just move control X the dollar message, use a span tag dot text danger and paste inside that. Now if you refresh, just click here, so it gets in a red option. Perfect. So now, guys, let us add the category name. So here daily task, and daily task of my life, and here checked. Now let's click to save. So it is, let us see what happens now. Okay, we got a redirect back. Oops, here the mistake is like if you are redirecting to the front end, you cannot use this bad function. Okay, so now we can get back and just refresh. And now guys, let us see whether we have stored the data or not. So inside our category table, we have stored the data. Cool. So now guys, let us list them in the index blade file. Just get back to your index blade file, and here how you can list in this table body. So for that, get back to your index function of your category controller, and inside this index function, let's tell categories equal to your category model colon colon use get function. And guys, if you want to use pagination also, just add paginate of 10 records per page, and here use comma, array bracket, and pass it categories of dollar category. So there are many ways guys. Using the compact function also you can pass it. So it depends on you how you want to pass it. So now guys, get back to your index blade and use for each loop and just loop it. So now control X and paste the tr inside the loop, and now copy the category and category of ID. So same goes with all the fields. So name, description, and the status. So if status equal to 1, then show him as visible else hidden. So visible else hidden. Okay. And finally a button for edit, show, and delete. Okay. So yep, now let's create a route function. And as you have seen in the route list, let me just show you. So for the edit, so in this list of category for the edit, here is the edit part guys. So you have to use this category dot edit. Okay, so just click on mouse right click and paste here, control V. Okay, and also let me just design this button success. So let me just copy and paste again. So for the show, you have to just add the show. Okay, so as you see here in this category of show here. Okay, show, and for the destroy, you have to use this destroy. That's it. So let's mention this to delete, and here it goes on danger, here info. Okay, so guys, in this delete part, you'll be using the delete method. Okay, so we can comment this for right now. We'll see how to use that. Now let's get back, refresh, and okay, so missing required parameters for route. So we are missing the, like here, if you're editing it, you have to pass the ID, right? So let me just pass it. I have just forgot that. Okay, so let's copy for the edit, and also for the show, you have to pass the ID. And now if you refresh, perfect. So we have got the output guys, and now let's click on this edit button. So here you see that category, then ID, and then it comes to edit part. Okay, so now guys, let's get back to our editblade.php and paste the form. So we can just copy this exact same creating of category. So here I have to change this create category and make this button as back, make it to danger. Now you can copy this. So before copying, I just want to show you the add category button. Okay, create category and back button has come. So now click on edit, and let's paste that complete create blade file inside our edit blade file. So first let us change the title here, edit category, and back button will be the same. And now guys, here coming to this form action, you have to just check out your route list. because if you are using a resource route, you have to check with the route list. Okay, so to update the category, here you see this is the route, guys. So category update, and which is requiring the ID, so you have to pass the category ID too. So now you can get back to your edit blade file. Let's paste it, and here you have to pass the category of ID. So now guys, from where are you getting this dollar category? So you have to just go to your category controller and add the edit. So here you have the category variable. Now you can just pass this using a compact function category. Okay, just remove that dollar, and now you will be able to access this variable inside your edit blade file. With this help of variable category, you can also show your input field records. So let's use value attribute and just show the category name, and same thing with your description. So here is my description. You can use this format to display the data. Use description. Okay, and then guys, coming to the status, here instead of check directly, you have to use it in different way, like status is double equal to 1, then mention checked else null. So checked else null. So let me refresh, and here we go. So edit category, here it is checked. Okay, let's change this button name to update. So once you click on the submit button of update, it goes to the form action with the category update, and this is using a put method, guys. Okay, so let me just show you the route list again. So here it is using put or patch. So you have to mention that, like at method I am using put. So it will understand, and then it will go to the category controller at update function, and this update function you have to update the record. Cool. So now guys, you can just continue to update the record. So once you click on this, it goes to the update function. So now first step, we are going to do the validation. So as we have already written the validation in the store method, so we'll just copy this completely, the store function code, and paste inside our update function code. Okay, so we are doing the validation and just update the category. So instead of using the model, you have to use this dollar category and use a arrow function. That's it, guys. So it will update the record, and you can change this message to category updated successfully. Okay, so here is a status message. Done. And now guys, let's get back. So refresh, and here daily task routine. Okay, now let's click update. So here you see that daily task of routine has updated the data, but we did not get the success message, guys. Why? Because we have not showed that. So let us show the message also on the home page of category. So let us copy this spelling status and go to your index blade file of your category. Let me just close this terminal. Okay, so index blade file of your category, and inside this column md12, I'll use a bootstrap class, alert class, alert success. Okay, and here you add in a if condition, if session session. Okay, so you can use it in this way also. Let me just remove this if condition, so you can use the direct session. If session of status is available, then show the session of status. Okay, so now let us save and get back. So let me just add a new category, work planning. Okay, so this is the category of work planning. Okay, so now let's click to save. So here you see category created successfully. Perfect. So if you want to edit, and you can edit the spelling like from capital to small, update. So here you see that it is updated and also the message has shown. Cool. So now guys, let's work on the show part. So once you click here show, it goes to the category and then ID. So which is following this controller. So let's move at the show function. Now guys, inside this show blade.php file, you have to pass this category variable. So let's pass it. Done. So you have passed it, and now guys, you go to this show blade file and show all the details. So let me just copy this complete edit blade file and paste here in the show blade file. Okay, so let's change the title like show category detail, and then you can just remove this form tag because we're not required here to submit any data. So just remove that, only displaying the records. So if you wish to display in the input tag, you can display or else use a p tag and just display the record. Okay. Yep. Let me copy this and use again p tag. Let's remove control X and here's the status. So just use p tag, paste it. Okay, and let me just push this. Cool. So this is my card body start and card body end. Now you can get back, refresh. Perfect. Yes. So guys, we have just completed with the show also, and now finally we have to work with the delete option. So for that, you can just get back and go to your index blade at the table. So here is our delete button. So if you just click here destroy, it will go to the delete method, destroy with the ID. Let me just show you what will be the difference now. So here if I pass this ID, and this will be understanding as a get method. So I can just show you, refresh, and let me create a dummy category, dummy cate. Okay, paste it. So yes, now let's click on this delete button. So here you see it goes to the show part instead of deleting it, because it is understanding as a get method. To make understand as a delete method, you have to add a form tag. So for that, let me just show you here on this delete. So here category dot destroy, it is asking for delete method here. So guys, for that, use a form tag, use a method post, and the same route, control X and paste here. Copy this button inside and make this button as button type equal to submit, and this method is delete, and also the CSRF token, and you are done. So now guys, let us test it. Refresh. So once you click on this delete button, where it goes to the destroy function, and inside this destroy function you have to write the code. So guys, for that, let's use this category of delete function. So it will delete the record, and guys, after deleting, redirect to the category index page and then mention this message as deleted successfully. So now, and this UI is looking little different guys. Let me just update it. Get back to your form tag and just add a class like display inline. Okay, now refresh. Okay, it looks great. So now guys, let's click to delete this record. Delete. So here you see category deleted successfully. Perfect. So now guys, one thing it is pending, that is about the pagination. We have already done here. Like in the category controller at index function, we have written the paginate. So we have to use that in our index blade, right? So let's get back to the index blade.php, and after the t body guys, let me just close this terminal, and here is my table start and end. After this table end, let's use the paginate. So dollar variable. So let me copy this categories variable, copy this and paste here of links function. Okay, that's it. So now let us get back and refresh here. So you see nothing shows because it is telling that after 10 records show this. So let me make it to 1 for testing purpose. Now you can get back, refresh, and here you see the pagination comes. Okay, and the icons are too big. So guys, for this we have a solution, that is adding the use bootstrap for the paginate. So let's go inside the provider. So app provider, app service provider, inside the boot function, let's use paginator. So paginator use bootstrap 5 function, and guys import this class, import class, and here you select with the second option, illuminate pagination paginator. So now you will get back and a refresh. So here you see your UI is for the paginess updated. Cool. So now guys, if you just click on second, so it gives the second list, category list. Okay, so let's get back and just change to 10, and then you will see a normal thing. Okay, so as simple. So guys, let's refresh, and so guys, we have successfully completed the category CRUD operation in Laravel 11 version. Okay, so guys, in this video that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.